This is my Nintendo Switch. It's been sitting at the corner of my room for like 2+ years, I think. And one day I just got bored and thought, hey, I'ma fix it. Hi guys, my name is Yeahhsebss. So before I start and show the whole process of me trying to revive my Nintendo Switch, please like and subscribe. It would help me out. I spent a lot of time trying to make this video possible, especially spending my own money for this video. So please, it would help me out and would help other people out with this kind of scenarios. So let's go. Let's have some background information. So this is my Nintendo Switch, the V1. This was released on March 2017. Now we have Nintendo Switch V2, Nintendo Switch Lite, Nintendo Switch OLED, and we have the Nintendo Switch 2, which is the newer one. Anyways, so specs wise here we're looking at, I read your comments from the laptop video. Yes, this time I measured it diagonally. 6.2-inch LCD touchscreen. It's not really 1080p, it's 720p. That's how old it is. While in dock though, I don't have the dock. It's currently at the home that I can't access to. I might get in trouble because I said that. Anyways, if it's on docked mode, it can run 1080p on the TV. It runs on an NVIDIA Tegra X1 chip with 32GB of internal storage. For the battery, just in general sense, it runs about 2.5 to 6 hours. It really depends on the use and what games you're gonna play. So let's talk about the controllers that I have. This is the Hori Split Pad Pro. It was actually recommended by an old friend of mine back in the US. These replace the stock Joy-Cons in handheld mode. It's way more ergonomic, it fits my hand, it's way more comfortable for longer sessions. Take it from me, I have big hands. It feels like I'm actually holding an Xbox controller with those controllers. The only trade-off is there's no rumble, there's no wireless connectivity. It's just there's no IR sensor like the Joy-Cons. In the right Joy-Con there's going to be a sensor at the bottom. It doesn't have that. It's just purely handheld controller. But for how I use this, totally worth it. Still works. Anyways, there is a screen protector. If you see a scratch on the screen, don't worry, it's just a screen protector. I placed that there 3+ years ago. Again, it's very old. Let's get to actually working. So I bought the Switch to a 256GB SanDisk Ultra since the Switch only comes with 32GB of internal storage. I tried to pop in the SD card and guess what? Error. And I tried to pop it again, tried to push it in again, error. So I was like, no. So I opened it up. I see the micro SD card connector. I was actually tripping. What if the SD card that I bought from a legitimate store was actually defected? But no, I tested it on my PC. It actually worked. So it's not the SD card. Thinking, oh, maybe it's the micro SD card reader. I checked the internals. I checked the pins on the micro SD card reader. It was actually intact. And then I took a look at the micro SD card connector. It had missing pins. That's why I wasn't reading anything. I literally have to go and get it repaired. Anyways, I bought the part and I also bought the replacement micro SD card reader because I think, based on my experience, I actually modded the Switch before. The micro SD card reader was actually defective too, so I wanted to buy a new one. It was very hard to find a technician that would repair the thing because first I went to 4 different technicians. One priced me $50 to fix it, one priced me $40 to fix it, one priced me $10 to fix it, and the final one priced me $8 to fix it. So I was happy. And my guy, he fixed it. So I was so excited, so I went back to my dorm and I popped in the SD card and it worked perfectly. So yeah, the 256GB got recognized. Let's go. We're now at the fun part, modding the Switch. Yes, Nintendo, please don't kill me. I am gonna be modding the V1 Switch. So I used this guide from switch.hacks.guide, and I also used a bunch of videos from Better Gaming and from Funky Scott 47. I'll link the guide in the description below if you guys want to check it out. So first thing I had to do on getting the Switch into RCM mode, which means recovery mode. On the V1, you do this by shorting the pins on the right Joy-Con rail using an RCM jig. Once in an RCM, it's ready to receive a payload. From there, you send the Hecate payload through your PC or phone. So Hecate is basically the bootloader that lets you control everything from here. We boot into Atmosphere. This is the custom firmware for our modded Switch. This is what people in the Switch modding community use. The community is active. It's been, whenever there's a new version of the Nintendo Switch, they make a new version of the atmosphere and the Kate as well. So it's very amazing. For all the softwares, you can either install it from the homebrew store, or you can search for it in Google Chrome or any browser that you have. Every homebrew app that you can find for the Switch will be mostly in GitHub. So just to skip, I'm gonna show you guys the gameplay of me playing Zelda. It's very nice. I like it very much. I also replaced this thermal paste, change it. It was very cheap, just 0.5 cents. So yeah, I actually revived the Switch. It's not the ultimate Switch, but it's the revived Switch for me. But anyways, yeah. So if you found this any useful, please drop a like. I might have to do a review on it like after this video. I might, if this video reaches 15 likes. 15 likes, I might do a review. And if you modded your Switch, please, I want to know tips and tricks on how to make it even way better. I'm just curious on like what other people are doing to their modded Switch, because like, I mean, what I'm just doing is just basically over like just the tip of the iceberg type of mod. So yeah, anyways, I'll catch you guys next time. My name is Yeahhsebss. Peace and stay blessed.